Hi everyone, I'm Laura and this is another edition of the Laura Report. Today we have Ryan from Pits and Spits here and we're going to discuss their wood pellet grill and smoker. Hi Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Now before we get started about talking about this grill, can you kind of go into the history of Pits and Spits?
Yeah, so we were founded here in Houston, Texas in 1983. Okay. We were one of the first companies really in the country to commercialize the offset smoker pit that you got to think of when you think of backyard barbecue.
Okay.
So we've been in business for over 30 years, and a couple of years ago we actually started making the foray into pellet smokers and grills.
Okay.
And that's what you see here.
Now can you explain to us how a pellet grill works?
Sure. So conceptually, it's the same as a convection oven, but it burns wood.
Okay.
So you're not burning gas, you're not heating with electricity, you're actually burning hardwood pellets, and they can come in various flavors, anything from oak to mesquite to maple to blending your own to kind of achieve your own flavor profile.
Okay.
The pellet grill really only has a handful of components to it, so it's actually a pretty simple apparatus for what it does. You have the auger, the blower fan, the auger motor, and the hot rod.
Okay.
So the way it works is you would fill the hopper up that you talked about earlier with pellets. Those pellets will be fed down the auger by the auger motor into a cup, and in that cup is the hot rod. That hot rod will heat up to over 1,000 degrees to light those pellets, and once those pellets are lit, the fan turns on and starts to feed that fire. And so that's how you control your temperature and your heat. All the while there's an internal, what's called an RTD probe. So think about it like a thermostat on your house. You set the temperature and it just goes to that temperature and stays there. One big question we always have is, what is the algorithm on your controller, or how well does it hold the temperature? So we use what's called a PID controller. And that's a very specific, think about it as an intelligent controller, in that it holds a really tight range and it anticipates temperature swings. So if you set your grill to 270 or 225 to do a brisket, you're going to stay right around there. You're not going to be having drastic 10 and 20 degree swings.
So it won't fluctuate a bunch.
That's right. You may see something when the fan turns on, you may see a 1 or 2 degree change, but it's going to come back to center every time.
Now, can you kind of explain how your product's different than the other products out there on the market?
Sure. So first off, we're the only pellet grill that's made in Texas. And like I said earlier, we're based here in Houston. That's where everything happens. After that, we're also one of, if not the only, fully welded pellet grill on the market. So whereas a lot of the grills you'll go see in showroom floors or at someone's house, when you grab onto it and shake it, you'll hear a lot of rattling or pop rivets and sheet metal screws and things like that shaking around. You're not going to have that with any of ours. We also have several other design characteristics that we've carried over from our traditional smokers and grills. The first of all is our roll top lid. The nice thing about that is that it's easy to roll while still having a heavy gauge stainless, and you actually get full functionality of your front shelf. You can actually set trays on there and not have to knock them off when you're trying to open your lid like a hinge lid would. Something else you'll notice is that all the stainless steel on it. This is 304 marine grade stainless.
Oh wow,
and you're
so rusting's not a problem then?
Exactly right. Exactly right. So stuff is built to last a lifetime. Something we've always tried to achieve, and not only having superior functionality, but also being very aesthetically pleasing. So you're happy to have it in your backyard.
Now, are there any other features specific to this grill we haven't covered yet?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, functionality is a big part of our design. And so we like to have the really basic functions of kind of everyday cooking, worked into our products. So first off, you'll see things like our slide out grates. What's nice about these is you can slide them out. You're not over the heat and the smoke, working in that, getting in your eyes. You can actually work on it and load your products on there and then just shove it right back in. On our lower grate, we actually use a stainless steel rod grate.
It'll also come out.
Instead of it also slides out. And instead of using porcelain or something like that, that'll crack over time. Then we also have the softer details as well, like paper towel rack, your tool rack on that side.
Yeah, excellent.
In a grill like this, airflow is very important. So we have a couple details on there as well. So we have our traditional rain cap on our smokestack, and what that does is actually increase draft. So you're gonna have a much cleaner, more efficient burning grill.
Okay.
And then down here on the grease train, we actually have a brass ball valve that you can actually close or open, or kind of halfway close if you'd like to help give you another aspect to control airflow as well. And one other feature that we're constantly asked about is, can you grill on this? Everyone knows it's a great smoker. You can do temperatures down at 180, 165, something like that. But people always want to come home, sear a steak, or do something more creative, but at a higher temperature. And we say you can absolutely do that. With our standard drip pan, you can grill at 475, 500, those temperatures. But if you want to get hotter to the searing temperatures, if you want to get the temperatures for searing, or kind of putting a cast iron on there to do like a steak Pittsburgh style, what we have is a trapdoor drip pan.
Okay.
And what that is a drip pan that has a 7x7 door cut out of it that offsets just to the side of the burn pot. That allows you to get those really high temperatures, 625, 650, 675, things like that.
So that'll cover the Pits and Spits Wood Pellet Grill and Smoker. Thanks, Ryan, for coming out and talking through this grill with us.
Thank you for having us.
If you're interested in this, stop by Factory Builder Stores. Our sales associates would be happy to help you. If you would like to make a request for a future lure report, fill out our form online at factorybuilderstores.com/the lure report, and you can check out other lure reports on our YouTube channel.